things out. Nobody has our return policy. Guys, you have 60 plus days to be able to put this through its paces. And if you don't love it, you can send it back. With Apple, it's 14. Other places, you get 30 days. We're giving you the biggest return policy in the history of HSN tonight. You have until the end of January to make sure you absolutely love it. And it's funny, Bill, you know, I shop a ton on HSN, right? Just bought my jacket, just bought my new Easy Tanks. They came in the other day. I decided to wear them tonight. And there's only one time during our extended return policy I sent something back. And literally, it was a mopping thing, and kind of the pads were dirty because I'd used them and washed them. And you know what? I piled it all back in the box, and I sent it back, and I'll be darned, we refunded my money, which I thought was great because I really got to test the product out. And I realized just in that one instance, it just wasn't working right for me. I just didn't like it.
And definitely when it's something like this, that's an investment that you want to make sure works for you.
Yes.
Take advantage of that extra time. Not to mention, we have Thanksgiving and Christmas and all the other stuff. Moving into a new device, sometimes people find a big process. They've even made that very simple in terms of moving in. Because if you're an Apple user, guess what? You have an Apple ID. You put your Apple ID on here. Everything just automatically transfers over. But you're going to get the latest. You're going to get more memory. Because my older iPads did not have 256 gigabytes, did not have the fluidity of better cameras, and yes, that processing speed. Because I was like you, Suzanne, I was like, it's blue. Am I really going to upgrade just for a blue? No. Oh, but it does have a better camera. Oh, it does have better speakers. And then when I did get it in my hands, and I've got to tell you, it feels a little different. It's redesigned, but it's really that processor. And that's really where get your hands on it and see how much more fluid it's going to be. And that's where, and there's no shame in the game. Remember, I have upgraded the iPad because I needed it. I knew I would use it. And that's the best part about it. But that old one that still worked, I handed it off. I gave my mom a tablet one Mother's Day. I went cheap. Because I wanted to see if she was going to use it or like it. And I'm like, Mom, do you like it? And she's like, I can't figure out how to turn it on. I mean, that's not going to be good, right? So she ended up not using it. It was clunky. She just didn't like it. I ended up upgrading my iPad at one point, and I gave her an old one. She was up and running, like, before I could even find out if she received the package. She was on Pinterest and doing all that fun stuff. And then, yes, when we had the pandemic, she could easily FaceTime with us, and we could group FaceTime. Our needs evolve and change. The cool part about it is this will evolve and change with you. Go to the App Store, download different stuff. All of a sudden you have kids in the house and you want to use a gaming system. Guess what? The games on here, they're not, you know, old school just Tetris and Pong. You can actually pair this controller over here and play at the exact same time. Because
that's cool.
That's the processing capability of what you have in your iPad, which is great because it is that 10th generation. You have me transfixed on this Bluey. I'm going to have to look more into it.
It's cute as show, yeah.
Is
you
it?
got kids or grandkids or grandnieces, they love Bluey.
And that's just it, whether you
but
use
it was
it for
funny.
work or entertainment.
It was so random.
Right.
And I'm going through, I went to the free apps, and there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of free apps, right? And they literally had a Bluey free app bunch of games. And I was like, absolutely free. I don't have to spend any more money if I didn't want to. That's the other thing you'll discover when you start going through the apps, how many fun, interesting apps there are. They have this one where you can actually make your own pottery, quote unquote. And so you change the speed and you interact with the screen to mold pottery. And it's very relaxing, but not messy because you're not doing it in person. Like, it's the craziest app. And all of a sudden you go, really, they have it? And then they have tons of productivity apps. I really love Notes. I'll be honest with you, my life has become very organized because of Notes on here.
It's funny, it's preloaded, you don't have to go find it. And
it's right there.
At the beginning I wasn't using it either, but same. I take notes, shopping list gets updated, or it's like I quickly write something down. You know the notes I'll send you guys?
Yeah.
That I actually craft voice to text in the car, so that's probably why Suzanne's like, what are you trying to tell me? But I don't proofread much. Actually, here's a great example. I'm not the best speller, will not tell a lie, but if I use this for school, which by the way, I just jumped into Pages, the Apple equivalent of Word. And you know, there's that Apple equivalent of Microsoft Excel, it's called Numbers. So you have all those afforded you as well. I come over here, I need to type my book report, and it was funny, I was just looking up Bluey, and this is a little awkward typing like this, but this is how they learn. Don't forget, we're including a keyboard. So by turning on this keyboard, the digital one disappears. I have more screen, more workspace, and just the comfort of just being able to type. So much easier to type like this because I'm a little cockeyed, but this was a game changer for me. If I could have just had this back in the day, turned off my keyboard, my digital one's gonna pop up with that microphone. Suzanne, I could have spoken my entire book report and used big words that I didn't even know how to spell, but I could speak. And trust me, I can speak a lot faster than it can type. it does all that for us. So if it's for the student, if it's for yourself, because maybe your dexterity is not what it used to be, this will be used and appreciated. The big word that I keep using there is it gets used. We've done it. You buy a gift for the kids at Christmas or for someone or for yourself, and it just sits there. Or you just use it at tax season. This does get appreciated because, sure, I'm gonna use this at tax season, but then it's, the niece and nephew come over and let's look up Bluey, or more importantly, let's, watch a movie or a show, which is just easy to find. The Apple App Store is more secure because of that Apple ecosystem. All the apps and services are designed to the Apple standard. And let's be real, that's gonna be the professionals, the web developers, and all those guys, but it's for us. I need to be simple and be able to navigate it and secure. So you see how we're jumping around over here? I just want to remind you, the new big upgrade, yes, it's colorful. Yes, it's got better cameras. It's that A14 chip. And we're going to show you that side-by-side comparison again. Because a lot of you have an iPad already. 4 years old, 5, 6 years old. That's a 10-year-old one on top that I still have. And I'm just trying to open a web page. I'm trying to complete my purchase. I'm trying to check out my dinner order and all that great stuff. Finally, it's loaded.
Well, I bet it was really dragging, like watching Netflix on it.
Oh, you know what made me come up with this demonstration? So I'm sitting on the treadmill doing my bike thing, and I'm playing a game, and it would just slowly load. The commercial would load slowly. But then when I was sitting with the 10th generation, the commercials went by quick and back to the game really quick. And that's why I was like, hold on, I noticed a tangible difference. And that's where I was like, there is a difference.
A big difference.
And that's where I appreciate it. The gameplay, the work, and you'll appreciate it too. But you're investing in that technology today, and they're gonna have it for years to come after. Because everyone doesn't just use it for 1 year and then get another one. They just love it because it's quality.
Well, I'll tell you something else. If you guys are doing a lot more, like a lot of people are really getting into doing TikTok videos and you're doing Etsy and all that kind of stuff. I literally went onto the camera. I've got the video set up and I had the screen facing myself. And so even if you're just recording videos, maybe you're doing product reviews, because a lot of people are really getting into that, right?
Yeah.
Or you're gonna take a photo. So I've got the self-facing camera and it's, not me, gorgeous, but the camera itself is really pretty. So again, it's like, hey everybody, hope you can join me tonight. Don't forget to don't miss out on getting your new Apple iPad, okay? Love you. I did that, and then right here, I'm just gonna play it back real quick for you guys. Look, right there, it's playing back already. Look how fast that was, you guys. I did it live on television, and I didn't look at the instructions. It's very intuitive, you don't have to. But if I also wanted to take a photo of Bill, or I want to take a photo of, or a movie of the grandkids opening up their gifts on Christmas morning, you're gonna do all that on here. And then if I wanted to send this to Bill, or send it and put it on my Facebook page for you all, I could do it right from my iPad. There's just so many cool things that you can do. What did you send me, Lori?
Yeah.
That's, okay, so you can actually airdrop to somebody nearby. Yeah. He just sent me very funny video of Lori getting ready with the Meta Quest coming up. That's hilarious.
So funny over there. I'm like, oh, I couldn't resist.
Oh, that's awesome. And he literally recorded her on it, and then he just airdropped it to me. Yeah. So he could have airdropped that to my phone as well if I wanted him to do that, but that's hilarious. So again, there's so many cool things and capabilities you can have. You're gonna love it because of all the games. You're gonna love it because of productivity. You're gonna love it because you're watching Netflix where you're laying in bed in the dark. That's so much fun. You're gonna love it because you can go to all your favorite websites. You can shop on here. You're gonna love it